If you want to learn my personal trading strategy on how I trade options, purchase my ebook located in the description below. And without further ado, let's move on to the video. So currently my Bitcoin investment is up $2,810 with 13 cents. So I'm up 44.25% on this position of my Bitcoin investment. And so how is Bitcoin doing now, right? So we basically finally made it to 100K, and the bad news is that we're now back at 97K. And so basically today Bitcoin had had reached a low of 92,000 during the day today. And so basically it used the 20-day moving average as support, or I guess you could say once it broke that 20-day moving average, Bitcoin tried its best to reclaim that 20-day moving average. And so when it did reclaim it, basically now Bitcoin is in a uptrend in a way, sort of. And so where do I see Bitcoin going from here? So basically right now, looking at Bitcoin on the chart, it looks like it's above the 9-day moving average. So if it's using the 9-day moving average as support now, then we could possibly see, Bitcoin once again reach that 100K level soon. And, we could see a bounce from here from Bitcoin. And so basically, how did I make, let's see. How did I make $183.96 trading AMD call options? So at 1327, so let's look at AMD at 1327. Let's see. So this candle right here, basically this candle is where I got into AMD call options. The reason I got into AMD call options was because as soon as I saw that AMD landed on the 200-day moving average, I knew that AMD was going to bounce off the 200-day moving average after noticing that the previous candles had used the 180-day moving average as support. And so what happened next? Well, basically the next candle broke through the 200-day moving average. And so what did I do? Basically, as soon as the position started going, I think the position was down 15%, or I want to say 15%. So once the position was down 15%, I basically bought call options, so that way I could bring my average down. And so basically when the position would reach 10%, right, I would buy at the 10% level. That way it would bring my average down to being down instead like 6 or 7%. And so when AMD started going up slightly, right, basically I would try to buy call options as soon as AMD started slightly going up. That way my average could be reduced, and that way when AMD would go up even more, my position would go up a lot more faster. And that would make me I guess you could say it would make me able to exit out my position even faster in a way. And so when that opportunity had come, right, basically at 1509, which is 1509, this candle right here, let's see, this candle right here is when I sold out. And when I sold out, right, I basically made $183.96 trading AMD call options. And basically, from what I've analyzed in a way, from using this aggressive day trading strategy, is that I don't know how to explain it in a way, but technically, well, if you're trading mega cap stocks, right? Technically, the let's say you're playing like, call options that expire in a week or 2 weeks, right? But basically, I did this trade using like 2 week expiration options. So basically, I buy options that expire in 2 weeks. And so, from what I've learned from this aggressive day trading strategy, is that typically when you enter into a trade, usually that option during the day kind of stays. If it's like down, that option, right? If it's down, for the most part, that option will be down by 10%. Now, if it's down by a lot, that stock during the day, so if it's down by a lot, usually the next level that your option could reach is like around being down 20%. And so from, I guess you could say from, I guess you want to say, I want to say this is the third or fourth week of doing this aggressive day trading strategy. And so from, in these 4 weeks, from what I've observed, right, is that basically usually an option that's, that expires in 1 or 2 weeks at least stays being down 20% or being down 10%. And so usually what I do is that when I see that an option is down at least 10%, right, I'll buy a call option, because I personally feel like, okay, it's had enough, downside for the day. I feel like now it's time for a little bit of momentum towards the upside. And usually that has happened with these aggressive day trading trades. And so I don't know, it's kind of weird that, once your position is down 10 or 20%, like that's the most that it'll go down for the day. And so if you buy, let's say when the position is down 20%, you can buy I guess you could buy an option once the position is down 20%, and then it'll reduce your average to being down now 15%. And then if you see that stock, goes above a certain moving average, usually I buy a call option, because I feel comfortable now that stock is above that certain moving average. I personally feel like that stock will now see more upside momentum during the day. And usually that does happen for the most part. And for the most part, the trades that have gone wrong in a way, I want to say 2 trades have gone wrong, but I didn't lose like a bunch of money. I lost maybe like, one trade was at least $70, the other trade was down $50, and those were the only 2 losing trades out of these 4 weeks of testing out this aggressive day trading strategy. And so basically I guess you could say basically when you trade, right, and when you trade options that expire 1 or 2 weeks, the most that it'll go down by is at least 10%. Now, if that stock is having like a really, really bad day and you caught it at a bad moment, the most it could go down by is by 20%. But usually, the number that I've observed most, that usually when a stock is down by, when the stock is not doing so well, usually that option that you're playing for that particular stock will by most be down 10%. And so I guess you could say either 10 or 20% is the sweet spot in a way. But I'm not sure. I feel like I still need to analyze this strategy a little bit more. But I don't know. Those are my thoughts with this strategy. I feel like I kind of found the sweet spot, but I still need to analyze it a little bit more. But that's pretty much it, really. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you can't always mention the good without having the bad, right? And so basically I don't know if I can show you this, but basically the Pepsi option trade. I don't feel like adding that, but basically the Pepsi option trade is down. I think it's down $950 now, or yeah, I think it is. And so that's pretty much it. Basically, the you know, let's see. Basically, the Bitcoin position is up $2,810 with 13 cents. The AMD trade that I did today made me $183.96. And then my Pepsi call option trade is down, I guess you could say it's down $1,000. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did well trading today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you want to learn how to trade options and learn my personal trading strategy, my ebook is available for purchase, located in the description below. And so if you're watching this on TikTok, my ebook is available for purchase, located in my IG bio. And so that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, take care and bye.